April 1, 1976, Apple founded by Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne. On April 1, 1976, Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne established Apple Computer Incorporated in Cupertino, California. The company's first product, the Apple I, was a single-board computer designed by Wozniak. While Wayne would eventually sell his share of the company back to Jobs and Wozniak, his contributions to the early days of Apple's formation were significant. January 1977, Apple II introduced. In January 1977, Apple introduced the Apple II, a groundbreaking personal computer that featured color graphics and a keyboard. Unlike its predecessor, the Apple I, which was primarily sold as a motherboard without a casing, the Apple II was a fully integrated system. Its user-friendly design and expandability made it a major success in the emerging personal computer market, helping to establish Apple as a key player in the industry. December 1980, initial public offering, IPO. On December 12, 1980, Apple went public with its initial public offering, IPO, of 4.6 million shares at $22 per share. The IPO generated significant capital for the company, valuing Apple at over $1 billion and making millionaires out of its early employees, including Jobs and Wozniak. The success of the IPO marked a major milestone in Apple's journey from a small startup to a publicly traded company. January 1984, introduction of the Macintosh. In January 1984, Apple launched the Macintosh, a groundbreaking personal computer that featured a graphical user interface and a mouse. The Macintosh was promoted with the now iconic 1984 commercial, directed by Ridley Scott, which aired during the Super Bowl. The commercial introduced the Macintosh as a revolutionary device that would liberate users from the constraints of traditional computing. Despite its initially high price tag, the Macintosh set a new standard for user-friendly computing and became a cornerstone of Apple's product lineup. 1985, departure of Steve Jobs. In 1985, following internal power struggles within the company, Steve Jobs resigned from Apple after losing a boardroom battle with then-CEO John Sculley. Jobs went on to found Next Incorporated, a computer platform development company, and later acquired the animation studio Pixar. His departure marked the end of an era for Apple and raised questions about the company's future direction without its visionary co-founder at the helm. 1997, return of Steve Jobs. In 1997, Apple acquired Next Incorporated for $429 million, bringing Steve Jobs back to the company as an advisor. Jobs eventually assumed the role of interim CEO later that year, following the ousting of then-CEO Gil Amelio. Jobs' return marked a turning point for Apple, as he embarked on a mission to revitalize the struggling company and restore its focus on innovation and design excellence. 1998, iMac launch. In 1998, Apple introduced the iMac, a stylish all-in-one desktop computer designed by Johnny Ive. The iMac featured a sleek, colorful enclosure, a built-in CRT display, and a revolutionary new input device called the Apple USB mouse, later renamed the Apple Mouse. The iMac's distinctive design and ease of use helped reinvigorate Apple's product lineup and appeal to a broader audience of consumers, setting the stage for the company's resurgence in the late 1990s and early 2000s. 2001, iPod debuts. In 2001, Apple unveiled the iPod, a portable digital music player that revolutionized the way people listen to music on the go. The iPod featured a minimalist design, a mechanical scroll wheel for navigation, and a large-capacity hard drive capable of storing thousands of songs. Its integration with iTunes, Apple's digital media management software, made it easy for users to purchase, organize, and sync their music collections. The iPod's success helped propel Apple into the mainstream consumer electronics market and laid the foundation for its future ventures into mobile devices and services. 2007, iPhone launch. In 2007, Apple launched the iPhone, a revolutionary smartphone that combined a phone, music player, and internet communicator into a single device. The iPhone featured a multi-touch display, a built-in camera, and an intuitive user interface powered by iOS, Apple's mobile operating system. Its sleek design, innovative features, and seamless integration with iTunes and the App Store made it an instant hit with consumers and set a new standard for smartphones worldwide. The iPhone's success transformed Apple into one of the most valuable and influential companies in the world and solidified its reputation as a leader in consumer technology. 2008, App Store opens. In 2008, Apple introduced the App Store, an online marketplace where users could browse, purchase, and download third-party applications for their iOS devices. The App Store launched with just a few hundred apps but quickly grew to offer thousands of apps across a wide range of categories, including games, productivity tools, and social networking apps. The App Store's curated approach to app distribution, combined with its developer-friendly revenue-sharing model, made it a massive success and transformed the mobile software industry, spawning a new generation of app developers and entrepreneurs.
2010 iPad introduction.
In 2010, Apple introduced the iPad, a tablet computer that redefined the category and became wildly popular among consumers. The iPad featured a large multi-touch display, a sleek and lightweight design, and a wide range of built-in apps optimized for touch input. Its seamless integration with the App Store and iCloud made it easy for users to access their favorite content and services on the go.
The iPad's success helped solidify Apple's position as a leader in consumer electronics and paved the way for future innovations in mobile computing. 2011 Death of Steve Jobs. In October 2011, Steve Jobs passed away after a long battle with pancreatic cancer. His death marked the end of an era for Apple and the tech industry as a whole, as Jobs was widely regarded as one of the most influential and visionary leaders of his time. Jobs' legacy continues to inspire Apple employees and fans around the world, and his innovative spirit and commitment to excellence remain central to Apple's corporate culture and product philosophy. 2014 Apple Watch launch.
In 2014, Apple entered the wearable technology market with the introduction of the Apple Watch, a smartwatch offering health and fitness tracking, communication features, and app integration. The Apple Watch featured a customizable design, a high-resolution Retina display, and a range of sensors for monitoring physical activity and vital signs. Its seamless integration with the iPhone and ecosystem of third-party apps made it a popular choice among consumers and established Apple as a major player in the growing wearables market.
2016 iPhone 7 removes headphone jack.
In 2016, Apple released the iPhone 7, which controversially removed the traditional headphone jack in favor of wireless and lightning-connected headphones. The move sparked debate among consumers and industry observers, with some praising Apple for pushing the industry towards wireless audio technology, while others criticized the company for removing a widely used and universally compatible feature. Despite the controversy, the iPhone 7 went on to become a commercial success, underscoring Apple's ability to innovate and adapt to changing consumer preferences.
2017 $1 trillion market cap.
In August 2018, Apple became the first publicly traded U.S. company to reach a market capitalization of $1 trillion. The milestone was a testament to Apple's enduring success and influence in the global economy, fueled by the continued popularity of its products and services, strong financial performance, and loyal customer base. Apple's market cap has since fluctuated but remains among the highest of any company in the world, reflecting its status as one of the most valuable and influential companies in the technology sector. 2018, Tim Cook apologizes for battery issue. In December 2017, CEO Tim Cook issued a public apology for slowing down older iPhone models to preserve battery life. The practice, known as battery throttling, had sparked controversy and lawsuits from consumers who accused Apple of deliberately slowing down their devices to encourage them to upgrade to newer models. In his apology, Cook acknowledged that Apple could have been more transparent about its battery management practices and announced measures to address customer concerns, including discounted battery replacements and software updates to give users more control over their device performance.
2020 Transition to Apple Silicon.
In June 2020, Apple announced plans to transition its Mac lineup from Intel processors to custom-designed Apple Silicon chips, based on ARM architecture. The move marked a significant departure from Apple's long-standing partnership with Intel and promised to deliver improved performance, energy efficiency, and integration across its hardware ecosystem. The first Macs powered by Apple Silicon, including the MacBook Air, MacBook Pro, and Mac Mini, were unveiled later that year to critical acclaim, showcasing the potential of Apple's in-house chip technology to drive innovation and differentiation in the PC market.
2021 Privacy features introduced.
In 2021, Apple introduced new privacy features in iOS 14, including app tracking transparency, which requires apps to obtain user consent before tracking their activity across other apps and websites for targeted advertising purposes. The move was hailed as a major win for user privacy and sparked tension with companies reliant on targeted advertising, such as Facebook, which criticized Apple's approach as anti-competitive and harmful to small businesses. Despite the backlash, Apple stood firm in its commitment to user privacy and continued to roll out additional privacy-focused features and initiatives across its product lineup.
2022 Record-breaking revenue. In January 2023, Apple reported record-breaking revenue in its fiscal year 2022, driven by strong sales of iPhone 13, Macs with Apple Silicon, and services like Apple Music and iCloud. The company's revenue surpassed $365 billion, marking a significant milestone in its history and underscoring its resilience and ability to thrive in challenging economic conditions. Apple's continued success was attributed to its relentless focus on product innovation, customer satisfaction, and ecosystem lock-in, which helped it maintain its position as one of the world's most valuable and influential technology companies. 2023 Apple Glasses announcement.
In March 2023, Apple announced the development of augmented reality (AR) glasses, signaling its entry into the wearable AR market and potentially opening up new opportunities for immersive experiences and productivity tools. The announcement followed years of speculation about Apple's plans to enter the AR space and marked a significant expansion of its hardware lineup beyond traditional devices like the iPhone, iPad, and Mac. While details about the Apple glasses were scarce at the time of the announcement, industry analysts and consumers alike eagerly anticipated their release and speculated about their potential impact on the future of computing and entertainment.